Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and that is Chey, and we are here to watch more Made in Abyss, where last time our characters went deeper down a hole.
Didn't you say that at the start of last episode too?
I did.
Oh, no, you said
the last time they were just looking at the hole. This last time, how they went down it.
Isn't that what our main character did in episode 1?
Yeah, and every episode in between as well.
No, that's a joke about looking in butts.
That also is appropriate to the themes of this show, I believe.
Yep.
It's all about the holes.
Probing butts.
But in all seriousness...
You also got my innuendo from last time as well.
But in all seriousness, last episode, our heroes went deeper into the cave, they got in trouble with a monster, got it blasted, and while Reg was out cold, Rico basically learned, oh, he's carrying me through this. Got it. And then they found more ways to fight without the laser, and that's where we are. They're looking over the Goblet of Giants, the next area in the 4th layer.
I feel like the pedantic guy in the comments now, but I think you'll find it's more of a pit than a cave.
Oh, God.
Although, I mean, arguably...
Be that guy down in our comments. Hit like and subscribe, and also be pedantic to us.
Arguably, cave divers do jump down giant pits into caves, so who the hell knows?
Oh, yeah, totally. And I think last time we were also talking about parachuting. Now I'm thinking about base diving into this. If you just
if you weren't dead one way, you're dead another.
I do. That's one of my.
But you'll get to the bottom.
Can't think. I remember if I saw it on like Family Guy or something. Base diving down a cave. I didn't tell anyone where I was going this weekend.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen because it's only getting creepier from here on out. We got 4 episodes to just pack it all in. It's gonna be great.
Well, like I said, I think we're gonna encounter Rabbit Person this episode. Is my anticipation.
Yes, that's right.
Because I've been looking out for that.
Well, we're gonna have creepy, and we're gonna have rabbit. It's gonna be great. We're gonna just go opposite ends.
Series, we see them standing on what seems to be the tops of things that look like giant goblets. So I'm assuming they show up around here.
I appreciate your memory for detail.
And at least we don't have to wait to the second season for the dog.
Ooh, character. I wasn't even looking at the background around them.
Well, technically, I think they show up around like a ledge just before it, and then they show them next standing on top of that. So I assume, since we're now on ledges overlooking the giant's goblet...
Here we are.
I am really hoping.
I don't know why I held down my push to talk and then emphasized soundlessly.
But I'm
because you want to say it.
I want to see this character. A friend of mine is a really big fan of this character, and I want to know why.
We're about to discover what they're even about.
Hopefully,
let's do it.
Our depth is
spikes. Also, of kind of note, it's literally every 1,000 feet or meters or whatever, it changes. This is
only at a certain point.
Yeah.
The top is a lot deeper, 1,000-meter range. So it went like 3,000 to 4,000, and that was a level. Then it went like 2,000, and that was a level. And now we're hitting like 1 every 1,000.
Right. I guess more of the point is that it's very heavily and evenly segmented, which is weird in itself.
Real quick, have we talked at all about this show's use of atmospheric music? Because this especially, oh my gosh.
No, just answer no.
Alright, well...
Oh, you have, though. You did last time.
I have now?
Well, you did last time, too.
Okay, sorry, I'm really impressed by it.
Wait, sorry, you think you did last time? Or you did during Yuri Deco? I'm sorry, having a run out.
I think it was during Yuri Deco.
I'm having a run out.
The sound design was one of the better points in that. But this show's ambient music specifically, it grabs me. It fits. So they made it to the hot springs.
Surprisingly, their glasses never fogged up.
Maybe she's got that anti-fog tech like I got.
Considering that the surface world is like medieval Europe, it seems unlikely.
Okay, fair. Maybe they're a relic. The never fog
I
glasses.
think they are actually a relic.
They said they were crystals.
Well, they said they were something that prevent her headaches and sickness. So, if they are
Because her
relics,
bad eyesight doesn't come from just having bad eyes, it's from the fact that she's an abyss zombie.
Whose body was sent to go the curse.
is the name of the episode. Poison and the Curse.
俗に深層と呼ばれるこの層の帰還率は3層の比較にならぬほど低い。広がるのは
So much more tranquil.
Given what they have to go back up through, I can see why things won't return from here. It's because of that big hole.
Well, no, also look at you. It's some weird version of the bends that turns you into a monster.
Right. So I did miss a little bit of that info dump there, but we still got the gist of it. These are still more prey trapping mechanism
No,
kind
what
of things.
this kind of reminds me of now that I think about it is Tower of God. In that, well, in the reverse manner that the atmosphere gets thicker the higher you go.
Yeah.
They kind of define it as I think it's called sunswell. In that it's like water, it's atmosphere, but they define it like water, and the pressure gets higher the higher you go. So like one of the initial tests is, I'm gonna hit you with a wave of high pressure atmosphere. And if you can't survive it, you're not going any further up because you would never survive.
That's nuts. Yeah, was it just me or are these kids descending like real quick? Like they... Actually, no, never mind.
We don't have much of a sense of time passing.
It also doesn't matter either way, because the main reason voyages take any time at all is because they're scavenging for relics. They're just kind of moving.
Yeah, that's right. They're not camping out
they're
anywhere.
speedrunning the abyss crawl. They're not doing it with no items on them. Oh,
imagine like they get halfway.
Yeah, they replaced those in the opening with unnamed rabbit girl person man. I don't know what their gender is.
Fairly certain I've heard people call them a girl. But, you know, that's word of mouth. Name it right now.
Well, I think it's because you have to get that information back up. Which I guess makes it weird that every low level has been named, and people know the names.
僕らが喋っている間だけ動いているんだ。今は動きがないが、恐ろしく
Because it's already behind you.
それも
Well, you're talking right now, so it should be moving by your own definition.
Yeah, and then he was like, but also it's not.
どうも妙だ。
Yeah, just the idea of like, there's monsters down here, and now they also understand us. Would be creepy on its own, it's just like pure isolation, right?
Oh yeah, because then you can't even verbally plot against it. I really love the zipline arms.
Yeah, that is just super cute. It's like, yeah, of course you should be able to do this, right?
I don't think there's anything about Reg that isn't like adorable.
True.
この傘と湯気はいい隠れ蓑になるが、歩きにくいし視界も悪いな。リコ、大丈夫か？せめてキャンプができるとこ見つけなきゃね。
I know exactly what Rico is feeling right now, and it's that swamp weather.
どうしたのレグ？
It's hot, it's high humidity, it just sucks.
Feels like you're just walking through water.
It's that high pressure.
That's a Princess Mononoke ass monster.
I'm getting real baboon in sauna vibes.
相手にしちゃダメ。玉うがちの針は鋼も通すって言われてて、それに毒も混ざってて、今まで100人以上のタンクツカが殺され。
近づかれるまで気配がなかった。あれが真相の獣か。リュックが避け切ったと思ったのに。
Blast it.
早い。
Seems like your backpack is fine now,
タ
though.
イルを読んだんだ。
レグ、プレイスリーブが。
奴の足元か。まずいな。
Oh, I thought I was gonna break it.
It's just a
The
jerk.
creature immediately is just like, oh, you wanted this? Nope.
The only animal in history that follows a finger point.
Oh, it's intuition.
Clearly, when you did something with your cat or your dog, you just follow your finger, they don't point at me.
あいつ自分より大きいものにひるむの。だからこの鱗傘で。
When did they get that?
It's been in the backpack the entire time.
It
Oh,
actually
okay.
has. I've been seeing the handle on it this whole time. I
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
just-
funny
I
because
just
it looked like
haven't
a
seen it.
crooked cane.
It's weird, just covered that dependent on steel. What's the point of that?
全然足りないじゃないか。ダメだリコ。一旦ブレイズリーブのあたりまで動こう。
And the poison.
Oh.
And that's why the episode's named The Curse and the Poison.
Oh, I'm getting real Futurama vibes of like, well, it went all the way through, so the poison didn't get into the body very much.
ごめんねレグ。
リコ、少し痛むぞ。
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do.
どうする。リコ、腕を出して。
Time to do emergency trauma in the middle of a fight.
Funny,
Let's
she
do
said
it.
it herself
どうす
that
る。
he needed to
リコを助けられ
cut
る。
off circulation.
ブレイズリーブを。
It sure is nice of this monster to let him do emergency first aid.
僕がおとりになっても今のリコには探せない
I think it probably only moves based on
そう
sound, so
2時間の混沌して
Everything he does produces sound.
逃げる
If he like turns his head, you hear metal clanking.
I mean I haven't, but I'm not listening to it through the headphones. I'm listening
だと
to
すれば
you first, and then I'm muffled.
Valid.
しかし
Very valid.
I had no comment about the sound design.
全身の激痛と流血リコ
Here we go.
お願い。
そうは言うが
お願い。ごめんねレグ。もう時間がないみたいなの。
You have to suck out the poison.
Oh, I thought you were talking about cutting off her arm or something. Or laser blast, of course.
Go for some intimidation. Good move.
Well, they lose their most powerful weapon. More powerful, consistent weapon.
リコ
Though they did already mention the axe was never going to be that consistent in the first place.
Yeah, it was on its last legs anyway, right?
Yeah,
Like,
unbreakable
oh yeah, we have two
necks.
charges. We used one. It's got one left.
どうしたの？流れ変だよ。
何言ってるんだしっかりしろ
あんまり痛くない。何これ？
リコアビスの呪いで血が出る代わりにまず毒が出たのではないか
そっか。じゃあ、あとは止血して。そう。
Okay, there's that child death horror I was saying wasn't in the show.
Yup. We're getting it all at the end.
そっ たら死血。
Holy shit.
リコ、目を覚ま
大丈夫だよ。
せ。くそ、幻覚が併発している。酸素が近いせいか。
Or maybe the extreme blood loss?
Maybe just a little
後
bit.
から流れてくる。落ち着け。とにかく傷の具合を。
That's hard to put pressure down when you're bleeding from the eyes and every organ.
Oh
wow.
my god.
Jesus.
That's like the size of his hand now.
外さないと。
Oh, even bigger, damn. Oh my gosh.
痛かったか。
Now imagine if that was the entire rest of her body. That's death.
リコ、ここだ。その腫れすぎていて手袋が取れない。どうすればい
Yeah,
い？
I don't know how you're gonna save that hand, let
君を
alone.
助けられる。
Holy, my god.
痛むのか？何でも言ってくれ。
Yep, that's the right move.
It's the only move. Use your laser so you can instantly cauterize it.
正気かり。
Yeah, then pass out for 2 hours while she's poisoned to death. I don't.
And
If he
bleeding.
angles it correctly, he could shoot through the thing and kill the monster.
No, I'm
He just has
saying
to have
that
X-ray vision.
with her dying of poison death, he's gonna wake up next to her corpse, I think.
You know, there's just no winning in this scenario. There are just lesser losses.
あの時もっとリコを後ろに下がらせていれば。
Alright, so anything involving eyes or hands, I'm especially squeamish to. So this is not my episode.
Oh, I
That
feel
this
like
is
this is
the-
very much that. What was that? 42 days, 48 days. Where the guy gets his hand stuck underneath a boulder and has to cut his own hand off.
Is that a zombie movie?
No, it's a real life story.
Oh, wait, what is it?
The guy who got his hand, I get 48 days or something like that, but the guy who got his hand stuck under a boulder in a climbing accident had to cut his own hand off. Because otherwise he was gonna die.
Jeez. You know, it's very interesting that the last episode was about her accepting that she's sort of his responsibility. And now this episode is him realizing his fate. These characters are going through really big moments. Nope, didn't like that. Didn't like that.
Yep, this is Welcome to Made in the Abyss. We saved all the trauma for the end.
Episode heard me talking shit last time.
No, that's why I brought up the boulder thing, is because obviously you don't want to saw through bone. I think that was something he brought up, because that was something he had to do.
Yeah, I'm not liking this. Not liking this.
Even the show is like, we're only going to give you a glimpse. We know what we're doing.
何をしているんだ、僕は。
I hate this. I'm probably gonna be visually freaking out for a minute.
I appreciate Griff goes, we know what we're doing. Then Rex thinks lines, what am I doing?
I think I might have missed that because I'm squirming.
Well, it's ironic because one of the two of the major wounds to the body I can't handle seeing, wrist and Achilles tendon. But honestly, I'm not having a problem watching this, so maybe I've gotten over the wrist thing.
For the record, for you viewers watching at home, I was the one who pushed for this.
You're the one who's like, hey everybody, you want to watch it happen?
I was like, guys, I've heard such incredible things about this series.
Ah, that is a nasty thing right there.
I really just don't want to look at it, but I have to because it's a reaction channel. And like,
At least here, like, they're covering up most of it because they know exactly.
oh,
That's what you want when the infection sets in.
this is a very difficult episode for me. Why she gotta get eyes and hands at the same time, bro? It's not fair to me. Those are the two things. Those are the two. Yo, bring her back up to the second layer. Get the cube.
I think that would hurt her more than... I don't know if she's dead already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's already dead. Bring her up to the cube, because she was stillborn and then put in the cube, and then came back.
I don't know if we know that the cube can work twice, though.
We don't know that, but at this point, what's your option?
Because also remember that they put the food that they were going to eat into the cube, and it came out all mutation and whatnot, so...
Yeah.
There's also that risk that you get Pet Cemetery.
I'm still skeptical, of course.
I mean, I don't think she's dead. Rabbit? Rabbit time?
Wow,
Rabbit
what
hours?
a time for rabbit
Real rabbit
hours.
hours. Who up?
今にも止まりそうだけどな。
何者だ。
まあ、ふわふわのぬいぐるみだよ。お前たちを慰めに来たんだ。
なんだ。誰なんだ。お前は。
丁寧に教えてもいいけどさ、先にそいつ助ける方法を聞いた方がよくね。
You know what I want for this character? I want them to have been an explorer who turned to a monster.
That's
and, like,
exactly what I was
their
thinking.
in-between state,
That's what I'm thinking.
and they got like a big old whistle.
I was saying that's what assuming she was, but that's what become it. She doesn't have a visible whistle anywhere.
チューだよ、チュー。やり方知って。
Her eyes are so interesting.
もう少しゆっくり。鼻は塞いでな。
そうか。
So the other half of CPR that you no longer do.
あと、顎を上げて気道を開けるんだ。
I think they do still have like air valves now specifically to do that, but to do it in a way where like you won't transmit anything between people.
When
Also,
the
he's a
last
robot.
time that I got trained to do CPR, you only do chest compressions now. You don't do the airway breathing. You don't tilt the head back, pinch the nose, and
Yeah, actually, I received training in my senior year of high school, and I don't remember
安心するのはまだ
the
早いぜ。
breath resuscitation, just the compressions.
意識が戻らねえな。
I think it's supposed to do you do chest compressions until
落ち
EMTs
着け
arrive,
って
and then
戻
they'll
った
handle
ところ
everything
で
else.
痛みに耐えられるわけじゃねえし。
しかし。
お前、こいつオイラのアジトまで運びなよ。
You broke her arm.
なんとかしてや
You
る。
broke the arm, you didn't finish the job, it's still swollen.
まあ、ちょっと離れてくれね。しかしこのままじゃ腕がもげるな。お前補強するから大急ぎで枝集めな。
So she's gonna be able to save the arm?
That's a good question.
言っとく
She
けど
seems to be implying it.
完全に元通りにはできねえぞって聞いてねえし。
Yeah, I'm setting up a stint.
Is that what that's called? That's a weird word.
I may have gotten the
Oh.
wrong word. I've been,
I thought it was splint,
that could be a splint. I think a
but
stint
I always
is.
associated it.
I think a stint is needle related, so I might be thinking of the wrong thing.
I always
They are both real words. They're
I
both
always
involved in
thought-
this context.
splint because like
お前やっぱり見えてねえの
I shattered my friend's arm and I was like, oh, he had to get a splint. It was splintered. Haha.
安心しなよ。今は呪いはないから。
Yeah, a stent or a stint is a tiny metal tube to keep your artery
く
open.
れちゃうぜ。
So it's splint. I got the wrong word.
くそ。
Words are the one thing that I usually do know, so I'm happy.
Well, I've been dealing with a lot more needles in my life than I have broken bones, so...
I have
And
two,
Little Force
technically.
House.
なんだ。ここは。
That looks comfy as heck.
Well, it looks like a dead version of that thing that we encountered last episode.
Yeah, it really does.
Maybe it's built around its bones.
Which maybe answers the previous question, why does it have a mouth? So we can have a door later.
それに。これは。笛か。
If I walked into a place that had a bunch of whistles hanging off the wall, I would think this person's been killing
そうい
other
や名
people.
前も言ってなかった
Ah, another whistle to my collection.
おいらはナナチだ。お前らタンクツカが言うところの慣れ果てだよ。
New terminology.
Quick, call
Ooh.
Ichigo.
Good introduction, though.
We have new terminology, boys. There's still more to learn.
Given the animation here in the outro, I was expecting more sass immediately, but maybe we'll get some more of that in the next episode. Right now, it's drama time.
There's the upside down forest.
That's fine.
With those in. Then we go down to that hole. This is right above the giant's goblet, I assume.
Yeah, they're still in there, I think.
That
Yep,
was
that's
that
the creature
thing,
that attacked
yeah.
them.
And here's where I said that we saw her before. So here's a sneak peek to what comes next. Grinding white light. Now there's the goblet. Here's that
They get the
destroyed
umbrella back.
orcs, just representing where they were a second ago.
I hope Rabbit stays with them. I already like them.
Yeah, I think it's a good addition here. They,
Plus, I
they
think a
need
cast
someone
of
who is
two
smarter than them.
characters-
I'm
A
not
cast of
forming.
two characters can be great,
I'm
but
not
you
forming
know,
any lasting attachments. Not until we get to the movie.
how do I word it? The new character has this certain,
Je ne sais quoi.
I don't know, that tone in their voice, you know? That like, I know more than you and I'm going to tease you about it kind of sound.
Alright, next level is at the
Sassy.
9,000 mark.
Yeah.
And it's filled with flowers.
Do we
Oh,
know
boy.
exactly how deep the abyss is?
Infinite.
Okay.
That nobody's reached the bottom of it,
Yeah.
is the quote.
So it might as well be infinite, got it.
Well, the point is that I think they're going to reach as far as they've noted in the book that we were introduced to in like episode 2 or 3.
Mhm.
And then there's a movie after that. And then there's a season 2. So conceivably, we're going to go past the known into unknown territory.
Mhm.
That would
Yeah,
make
that makes
sense for a
sense.
show like this, I think.
So, I'm looking ahead at the names of the next episodes. Next time, it's clearly going to be about our new rabbit, Nanachi. And then we're going to learn a whole lot.
Griff. I accidentally did this the other episode. Theta does
What?
not want to hear the titles of these episodes till they're coming up.
Oh,
because,
my bad.
Yeah,
I took the
I accidentally
headset
did that a
off.
few episodes ago.
I
Yeah,
took the heads off, so just don't say it.
I know, that's why I started
I will
laughing.
only say from my perspective, they tell me nothing.
There's a suggestion at the possibility of a hint as to what might come to pass. So, don't want to know.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm still excited for next episode where
New
we'll see
characters.
just how far the damage goes on this one. I guess we
Gosh, this episode is really, really rough on me.
they really push the like, yes, she will actually die, and by all rights probably should. But I still didn't buy it, and of course, you know, she's got to make it to the end here.
Well, they
She
said
just got to.
they said like her arm, her hand, isn't gonna be the way it used to be, and
Yeah.
who knows what kind of damage the poison has done to her. So it'd be
Literally
interesting.
broke it at 90 degrees.
So it'd
Yeah, I
be
mean,
interesting to
like-
see what the recovery process is and what that actually does to her physically to be able to even move forwards.
And then we'll have 2 rabbits.
Because, like, it's scary to think about, too, because, like, for a real-life example, I messed up my back a couple years ago, and it wasn't even a huge thing. It was a slight thing, but my back is basically, it's never going to be the same.
Ugh.
Ever. And, that's a pretty extreme injury. That's a really extreme injury.
Well, I mean, when I was seeing her go through like the poison stuff, it made me think of a combination of, you remember the movie Outbreak? With the Ebola virus? Where your
Oh,
internal
gosh.
organs kind of start liquefying, so you start bleeding from every orifice.
Mhm.
Like, I know I keep bringing it up in a jokey fashion, people's assholes. But the unseen thing here is that she's bleeding from the ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. She's bleeding from unseen orifices too. And the other thing is,
More great times.
I'm constantly working on getting my my blood pressure medicine right. So I've got that sensation sometimes of feeling like a balloon that's becoming overinflated, which I assume kind of felt like what she looked like there too.
Yeah, her hands were bigger than his, like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times.
Well, not
bigger.
just her hands, but I mean, like, her eyes were kind of coming out.
Oh yeah,
of it.
everything was kind of bugging. Yeah, which makes sense. That's kind of what happens. It was terrifying. I legit, I was shaking this episode.
That wasn't even very far for her to go up, and the curse immediately strikes, right?
We mean down.
Well, she went upwards like 100 feet or so, right?
No, that was
To
the
escape.
poison. That was the poison that did that.
Yeah, the poison did the hand, but I mean like the curse where she's bleeding out of everywhere else.
No, that was the poison.
No, that's the poison.
No, they said that was the curse.
No, that was the poison.
The curse of the poison.
No, that was the poison that did it.
It was definitely the poison.
Okay.
Yeah. I
That's
just
fine.
imagine the curse of the abyss
They
isn't going to
say
make the
that
healing process any better.
They say the curse affects you when you go up layers, which means thousands of feet. Not literally, I went 100 feet up.
Yeah.
But I thought one of the lines was, the curse is pushing the poison out.
Don't
That actually
recall.
was said.
I don't
That
recall
was
it.
said.
That is what I was thinking of there.
Yeah, the bunny person said that.
Well, then that's an effect to cure it, not to... that didn't make her bleed from the eyes. Apparently, the interpretation of what you're saying there is going up is pushing the poison out, which is saving her life, not killing her.
I'll be
Yes.
honest and say that I missed the context around that statement, but I definitely was looking at the screen when she said that.
Well, I'm reading into the context now, after having it said and being told back to me, but...
I get the feeling they'll definitely over-explain it next episode a little bit. They'll go back and say, well, this and this and this, and that's why she's still alive. Because they have to at least have a period of like, well, here's all the reasons why she's alive, and continue to the end of the series.
I don't know, this doesn't seem like the place where they over-explain things. They'll probably just mention it, and then go on to a long, who are you? Why are you here?
Yeah,
Why
if
are you
anything, we're going to learn something about this character that's really just going to be used to demonstrate something that's happening in the greater world, I think.
Oh, yeah,
We're going to learn how the Abyss is even more horrible.
When I say you, I'm talking about the rabbit, not the rabbit talking to them.
Alrighty then.
That's just what I'm thinking. We got a new term. We're looking forward to learning what a hollow is this time. My guess, it's the in-between human and monster. You're the in-between, not quite one or the other yet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's
The people
perfect.
that go back up and start turning into creatures.
And then they go, wait, maybe I should stop.
Well, because if further
Honestly,
up you go, you die. So it's turn into a monster and then die.
Honestly, cute chubby bunny person is a great place to stop.
Exactly. They've won. Why
They're
go
like,
back
oh,
anymore?
hang on, I peeked.
Well, I mean, it seems like that's just a random chance. So, because you remember the picture that they showed was more like.
Oh, we've seen all sorts of abomination stuff.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
the picture that they showed in the book, as an example, was like, I don't know, like somebody turning into like a pile of leaves.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like it's like the blobfish, right? Where like everyone has seen the picture of where it's just like this weird amorphous blob of stuff, but it's like no, it's actually under pressure most of the time. That's what it looks like when you've brought it back to one atmosphere and it's overinflated. It looks like her arm looks like. But in its natural setting, it looks fine. So that's exactly what I see like when I think, oh, as you go up, you die because you've blobbed out. Because
We
now
got a
you've gone from
blobfish analogy,
thousands of
ladies and gentlemen.
atmospheres to one.
So the real life example of what Aquaman would be like.
Exactly.
Aquaman is super strong.
That makes that really dark.
Well, Aquaman is super strong skin and super strength because he lives at the bottom of the trenches and whatnot. So he comes back up and he turns into a blobfish, apparently.
Oh, jeez. Oh no, there's an image.
Griffin
That really
Farrow's
just wasn't an
Aquaman.
episode to end on.
All right, so yeah, come back in next time and check out Griffin Farrow's Aquaman, which will lead into Griffin Farrow's Justice League, where Batman is too hyper focused on solving math problems to help anybody.
The Riddlers really got him this time.
The Riddler just posted this really good problem. They're actually good friends.
Hey, the world's greatest detective and the guy who makes riddles. They should just date.
That's for the fan fiction. We'll get to that
As
later.
of the HBO series, I don't know the comics, right? Because I never cared about
Mhm.
Batman as a character. But the Riddler's got a boyfriend in the animated series on HBO. I don't know if that's like
Yo.
a thing, but he
Should
likes
be.
dudes.
There we go.
I don't know if it's a character, but the guy had like a clock for a face. I don't know.
Calendar Man?
He's
I don't know.
dating Calendar Man.
I don't know. It was like an analog clock for a face.
I'm gonna have to discover more of this later, but for now, I think that's it for Bane and Abyss.
Clock King. That's Clock King.
Oh my gosh,
Thank
Clock
you.
King tattooed a clock on his face. Okay, at least it's Clock King. Clock King is like a lawyer. He's fine.
So, you're pro-lawyer?
I feel like somebody's mother is like, well, he is a lawyer. He makes a lot of money. They'll be fine together.
Man, Clock King is like he's like a nobody. I'm gonna base my crimes off of time. That's all Clock King is.
I was late to one meeting and spilled my coffee, and now I turned to crime.
I mean, he's basically Calendar Man, just with time instead of dates.
Right. All right then. So that is it for Bane and Abyss for today, I think. I'm Griffin,
And Batman.
that's Data, and that's Chey, and that's Batman. That's Batman.
You pointed at me and said that's Batman.
I got confused.
If any of us is gonna be Batman, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, because I'm rich.
All right.
Look, here's the thing. I don't want to be Batman, so I call not dibs. And
Well,
Griff
see,
is too cheery and optimistic.
I'll be Batman just so
That's
that I
true.
can retire and just be the rich guy who's not Batman
I-
before he puts the mask on.
I'm the Flash to your Batman, honestly.
I don't like
so
DC,
you got arrested.
All I do is joke.
You got arrested in Hawaii for beating up people.
I keep going back in time to correct things and making it worse.
The only thing I like about DC is Batman's villains specifically, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a pass.
Like Bootface.
Fair enough.
Not all of them. A lot of the core ones.
Well, I
So,
said for the people that Batman screwed up in the fight, so Bootface has a giant Batman boot imprinted into his face.
I'm
Or the-
Flash, that's Batman, that's Bootface.
The
and I guess
boomerang
we'll
guy.
catch you next time.
The Batarang guy who has a Batarang stuck through his head.
All right. Actual sign out. We'll catch you next time. This has been Stone Face Reactions. See you, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone Face Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?